Welcome to Switch Track, a summer mini-series brought to you by the Mischief Movement podcast. These are the real-life stories of rebels who changed direction by choice or by force and found freedom on the other side. Because sometimes life plays a tune that doesn't quite fit, and the most powerful thing you can do is flip the track entirely. I'm your host, Zoe Greenhalf, disruptive coach, mindset mentor, and mischievous guide for quiet rebels and unconventional humans who are done settling and ready to redesign a life that actually fits. In this series, we're catching up with past guests who've dared to pivot, disrupt, and create something more aligned to who they really are. Short, snappy, and full of insight, each episode is a reminder that you're allowed to change, to evolve, and to burn the old script if it doesn't serve you anymore. So whether you're standing at a crossroads, itching for more, or quietly plotting your next move, this series is for you. Let's jump into today's Switch Track story. Hey, it's Zoe, and welcome to the Mischief Movement podcast. Today's episode is a little different. It's short, solo, and sets the stage for something new, something I'm really excited to share with you. So this summer, I'm launching a special mini-series called Switch Track. It's a collection of short, powerful conversations with former guests who've gone on to do something bold. They've pivoted, changed course, disrupted their own lives in the name of freedom, alignment, or just plain necessity. And I created this series because I know from my own journey and from the messages I get from you that sometimes life just doesn't fit anymore. And when it doesn't, you can either keep forcing it or you can change the track. So let's go back a bit. This idea came from a simple thought. What happened to those amazing guests after we spoke? Where did their story go next? And when I reached out to them, I found that so many of them had experienced a plot twist, a career change, a brand rebuild, a relocation, or a reinvention. Some chose it, some didn't, but all of them owned it. And that's what Switch Track is all about. So why does this matter? Because maybe you're listening right now and thinking, I feel like I've outgrown my life, but I don't really know where to go next. Or I've been successful, but it's no longer fulfilling me. Or maybe you're thinking, something needs to change, but I also don't want to mess everything up. If that's you, welcome. I just want to remind you that you're not broken and you're not lost. Maybe you're just being invited to pivot or self-disrupt, to get off the loop of shoulds and reroute yourself back to what's real and alive for you. And these episodes are here to show you what that can look like in real life, without the fluff or the fake inspiration or any toxic positivity. So here's a taste of what's coming. One guest has packed up her life and moved countries, starting over in her mid-40s. No big safety net, just guts and a vision for something better. Another had to leave a business she built and loved after a massive curveball and has since rebuilt her identity and launched a new brand from scratch. One is leaving corporate life behind to pursue a slower, more wholesome, soul-aligned path. And another has refined her message, reshaped her mission, and is embracing a slightly different direction. One that finally feels like her. These are just some examples of former guests who could have played it safe. They could have stayed where it was familiar. But instead, they chose to switch tracks. And now they're telling us how it really feels to be on the other side. So what do I think you'll get from this series? Well, these are going to be short, 15 to 20 minute episodes that you can drop into on a walk, on your commute, or even while you're hiding from your kids with a coffee in the bathroom. Trust me, we've all been there. And each one is going to give you real life insight into the pivot process, permission to rethink your own story, a reminder that fear doesn't mean don't do it, and proof that changing direction isn't failure, it's freedom. So if you're standing at your own crossroads, know this. You are allowed to want more. You are allowed to grow out of the life that you've built. You are allowed to rewrite the story, even if it's confusing to other people. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need to be willing to explore a different path. So if you're ready to shake things up, these episodes are your permission slip. The first Switch Track episode drops next Monday, the 7th of July. So make sure you hit that follow button so you don't miss it. And I will see you next Monday. Thank you for listening to this summer mini-series. If you're already feeling that itch to pivot, or even just to pause and rethink, this is your reminder that you don't have to do it alone. Whether you're craving clarity, courage, or just someone to say you're not crazy for wanting more, I'm here for that. You can book a free call with me using the link in the show notes. No pressure, no expectation, just space to explore what's next for you. So stay rebellious, keep making mischief, and meet me back here next week for another episode of Switch Track. Because changing course might just be the most powerful move you make.